Now is the important test. I can put this down here. I'm probably gonna have to adjust the audio.
Enjoy our story by taking control of our tormented main character and leading him to freedom. Enjoy our story by taking
The audio is going to be a
control
little
of
bit
our
inconsistent
tormented main
regardless
character.
because of
Start the story from... Continue the story.
Where is the
you
last
left
time I
off.
played this? Last time was the 9th night. And that was...
Start the story from the beginning.
That would have been 4 to 5 years ago.
Now, grab a snack and enjoy the strange tale of Catherine.
Oh, that's right. This was during the time when... This was during a time when... Atlas had really bad mixing between like their FMVs and then the animated cutscenes. Yep, they really never brought back the Golden
When the night
Playhouse.
sky fills with glamour, a lovely story awaits you. Good evening. Welcome to the Golden Playhouse.
Unfortunately,
Your
Full Body
guide
is still
for
not
the
on
night is
PC.
me, the Midnight Venus, Trisha. Have you heard about this scary rumor? They say if you fall in a dream and don't wake up before you land, you die in real life. Tonight's story is Catherine, an unconventional romantic horror. A man with a certain curse has a
Do I still have-
terrifying week. Our hero in this story is Vincent Brooks, age 32.
I do.
He's an earnest and kind man. But one day, we begin to see him have terrifying nightmares. On top of that, a torrent of sweet seduction swoops down upon him. What a playboy, huh? Will he be able to overcome all the blocks in his life? His outcome, depends on you, viewers.
Golden was 2012.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Raise the curtains. Now enjoy the show until we meet again.
The naming could have actually been might have been a little confusing. Or it could have been at the very least.
Hey, where'd you go? Snap out of it! Were you even listening?
Sure.
You know, you've been a little out of it lately. Is everything all right? You've been spacing out left and right.
Oh, sorry. I had to work early this morning.
And then this is Yo, not the Acid Jabs remix.
You made your counts in the sheet. 1, 2, 3, get sucked in my sheets. これは現実、それかdream。混ざる3つと
There's gonna be a little bit of stuff that I keep looking up throughout this. Vincent was teased. Well, I can explain that in a bit. There's a lot of things that I'm gonna have to like check during this, but this is gonna hopefully at least be fun to get through. City of 4 degrees Celsius. Katsura Hashino. Underground cemetery.
Help me! Is anyone out there? Hurry up and climb. Who are you? Where is this place? Save your breath and start climbing. If you fall, you're dead. I'll die. You fucking serious?
The bottom of the stage is falling. Use the directional pad to move and climb.
Pause.
Okay, that way I should at least be a little bit consistent. Yes. This is a Cryware game. Cryware and Gamebryo too. I have the manual and my 360 copy is still right here. I have a lot.
Move the blocks to make a path. You can climb one block at a time, right?
I have a lot to talk about this game, like once I'm actually in the bar.
The A button to grab the block. While holding the block, use the directional pad to push or pull it. You can also undo your last move by use it to give yourself a second chance.
I gotta remember that timer. That timer was not meant to be seen at this high of a resolution.
Finding and picking up a mystic pillar will grant you an additional continuum.
We're not gonna have to worry about these because we're gonna see a lot of them.
I got it.
I'm also not used to moving this slow.
Don't just push blocks around without thinking about it. They'll collapse, and you can put yourself into an impossible situation.
Yeah.
Collapse?
Moving blocks around carelessly can make things more difficult for you. First,
Yeah, there's a lot of weird things that I actually get to talk about with this.
Alright, I got it.
I'm not used to moving at base speed.
So make sure you remember what I'm going to tell you. What is it? These blocks aren't normal.
They'll lock into place and support your weight even if you're only touching on the edges.
What's that supposed to mean? They connect at the edges.
even if a block has nothing directly under it,
As long as it is touching an edge of another block, it won't fall down.
the edges glow bluish-white when making a connection. Try it for yourself.
You'll hear that sound a lot, don't worry. If you're ever confused if something's connecting at the edges, you'll hear it.
Doesn't make any sense. How is it not falling? I mean, what about gravity? Don't think about it. Just use it to your advantage. Just get used to it.
Quickly making stairs is the core of successfully scaling a tower. Use the edges to create stairways.
So I'm gonna hold off on the explanations for a little bit.
What is this? What is this ringing?
As you near the top,
At least until I'm at the point where I can freely drink in the bar.
hurry.
Anyway, good luck. If we both make it out of here alive, we'll meet again. Hey, wait a sec. Alright, I got it.
Picking up coins also isn't necessary, but I'm probably still going to be doing it anyway, just for the score.
I can get out through here?
Because I need a number of gold ratings. I need a number of gold ratings in order to get some of the battle stages, because I only have the first two so far.
Oh, shit.
1.5 difficulty multiplier.
Congratulations on a perfect climb of the underground cemetery.
Can let the intro go.
Terrible dream.
Oh, this is gonna be a flip phones.
Hello? Yeah. I'll be in today's code review meeting.
2011.
Really? No, I'm just a little under the weather. No, it's okay. I'll be right there. Yeah. Sorry.
It's funny how much like his job actually kind of comes up in the game. Like here.
So are you getting anything extra for this?
For what?
For all this overtime you're doing.
Oh, not this time.
This time, do you usually get overtime pay?
Well, no, but...
So you don't get anything.
Ooh.
Here, 2 sugars.
2 sugars.
Hey, Catherine. Have you ever had a dream where you died?
You mean like where you're in danger?
No, where you actually die. You're being killed or something.
No. I usually do the killing in my dreams.
Huh? Yeah, that sounds like you.
What's that supposed to mean? Hey, how many years have we been together?
Huh? Oh, man. How long has it been? It's been so long I can't remember. How many years?
I'm asking you. It's just, my mother's been calling me up and asking how we're doing.
Oh.
She's worried about me. She knows I've got a career that keeps me busy, but...
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to keep things like they are now, but...
I don't know. Sometimes easy's best, right? I mean, who knows what'll happen in the future?
I suppose.
Oh. Oh, the game did not like that switch to cutscene. It really didn't like that switch to cutscene. Thankfully getting in isn't that bad. Question? No. Well, you know what? This gives me a chance to talk over it this time.
And enjoy the strange tale of Catherine.
I don't think I can skip the Golden Playhouse intro, though. I think I can skip everything after that. I don't remember if I can skip that. I can. that is going to make this tutorial a little bit more annoying. But for you can mash through that. Well, since I would save the more important stuff until later, I can at least do something really... I can at least bring up something small that's kind of... that I've always at least been confused by. So I have a 360 copy. Like, I'm specifically looking at it right now, if you see my eyes looking at the other direction. For some reason... let me check real quick. No, that is... Yeah, for some reason half of the box is in French. Like on the back of the box. And I was never able to understand that. Like for some reason there's... the top half of the back has like the normal stuff in English, but the bottom half is entirely in French. And that goes all the way to that goes all the way to the ESRB settings, ESRB rating, and like the stuff on the back, like the number of players, how much you need to save, the Dolby Digital, leaderboards. Even when it's explaining the aspect ratio, like in English it's HD TV, it's 720p, 1080i, 1080p, and then on the bottom right below it is TV HD, 720, 1080i, 1080p. This was I distinctly still remember that I bought this in a US store. This should be Chrono Rabbit. Okay.
And in other news, we have more on the recent string of unexplained deaths that seem to be exclusively involving young men.
I don't understand what's happening.
And while police are investigating accidental causes, foul play has apparently not been ruled out.
Hey, change it. The match is on.
So the audio is still going, but the cutscene is not.
Catherine keeps telling me how her mother is constantly calling her.
Since assistants weren't reached.
Totally gonna take it, right,
Slightly incorrect.
So, who
I know this. I know that because of a very specific situation.
You kidding? Women's wrestling? What I know. Sounds to me.
Because
she finally wants you to tie the knot.
I have a German copy of Persona 4 Arena. Oh my god. Oh. This is still here? Oh. This has the track list on it too. Between Canadian and US? I have no idea. Probably. I wouldn't know the difference between Canadian French and I don't want to say like the difference between Canadian French and like actual French. But I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between this Canadian French and like France French. I can tell that this just crashed. Can I wait for the button? No, it's gonna, no. We're gonna be doing this for a bit. Okay, good thing I have a lot of esoteric knowledge. So, I should also bring up, I did play through this game before. I specifically played through this version of the game before. I made it all the way to the 9th night. I've beaten this game before, I have the achievements for it, so I don't understand how I'm not making it past that first cutscene. You know what? Let me check.
Choose from the various stages of the.
Pad sensitivity. Oh, that's for the. I'm gonna turn that off and assume that that was the problem for the cutscene. If not, we will troubleshoot this. But honestly, if I can lower that for a sec. That also reminded me that I can do this real quick. Oh, if I can. Child of Eden was... Why am I forgetting what that one was? Oh, I have no idea how to do this from here. Child of Eden's where Heavenly Star comes from. Huh? That's Sylvia's theme, isn't it? That is Sylvia's theme, specifically. Remember distinctly because I remember listening to that one a lot. Speaking of listening to a lot, I'm gonna pull this one out. Third time's the charm. Catherine is a really weird game. Well, nah. Catherine's a kind of a weird game for me specifically, mostly because it was the first. How do I have to remember this because this was back in 2010. To reuse soundtrack to the director and stuff. He would.
Even if the edge.
Catherine's a really weird game because I remember being excited about it in like 2010. If any, like the biggest thing that I really remember about Catherine was being like the first really kind of obvious weird game that I was really excited about. Like, I looked really forward to this game for a long time. That's why it's cut from the Switchless PC version. Yeah, of course they would. I remember being excited about this game back in 2010. It wasn't the first game that I bought with my own money. The first two games that I bought with my own money were Bayonetta and the Orange Box. But this was like the first game that like I was really excitedly looking forward to as like a really kind of weird game, and that was before I got Skip.
You think so too?
Okay, we're good.
What else could it be? I've known you since we were kids, but wow, you married, huh?
Hey, nothing's set in stone yet.
What, you don't want to marry your girlfriend?
It's not that. I love her, but I don't think we need to run out and get married. You know, it's like we're comfortable where we are.
Are you?
That's what she said. Her job's always most important to her. You know she's always been the ambitious type, right?
It doesn't mean she'll always be like that.
That's not what I mean. Besides, you're single too.
Hey, I'm still looking for my soulmate. I'm not like you. I've already told my girl that I'm not interested in marrying her.
What if you never meet your soulmate?
Then I'll never get married. So what?
That sounds just like you, Chief.
Anyway, did you hear about Paul? He's
dead?
Yeah, I heard he just got divorced, but he looked healthy.
What's up there?
It's a complete shock.
What happened to him? An accident?
I don't know. Apparently his mother just found him dead in his room this morning.
This morning? Wait, you mean...
Yeah, the mystery death on the news? That was him.
Holy shit, no way!
Maybe we'll all wind up dead tomorrow too.
Shut the hell up.
Man, I hate the news. They're always trying to push their agenda for ratings.
Toby, you are really easy to mess with.
Well, speaking of crazy stuff, this morning, I pissed the bed for the first time since grade school.
What? Oh, that's messed up, man.
Really shouldn't admit that in an open bar.
I had a really scary dream, but I don't remember what it was about.
Oh, man. How old are you?
32.
I know that.
I know that.
I don't think I need to hear this.
Shut up. I was really fucking scared, alright? Oh, where you guys going? Stick around.
I don't want to go home just yet.
So, why don't you have Catherine meet you here?
No, I just saw her today. Besides, she'd get mad at me if I told her.
Ah, jeez. What does she see in this poor fool? Sorry, but I gotta be in early tomorrow. Don't drink too much, okay?
All right, take care, Vince. See you later.
Hi, Yuri.
You got mail.
From your phone, you can check your text messages and save.
It is still remarkable. Looking back at this text system in 2011,
You can even reply to some messages. Be sure to read them when they come.
first off, let me save. So that way I don't have to ever do this again. I didn't want to... I don't think there's any important text there.
How many years have we been together?
Marriage, huh? Figured this would happen eventually, but just change jobs. I don't want to give her trouble.
You got mail.
Spam?
April 1st. These are how you can track your. These are how you can track your trophies for each night. There's only 9, not count. There's only 9, including the tutorial. Get a gold on each one, and you're able to unlock all the Babel stages. Once you clear all the Babel stages, you get something special from Trisha. Spend a day in the Stray Sheep, you will receive text messages on your phone. You can even reply to some of the messages. Depending on how you reply, Vincent's feelings and those of the persons he's writing to may change. I do like how... Oh, this is so weird to look back at. But like each one has a unique subject, and then they tell you exactly who they're from, and then below, and then everybody also has like a unique kind of texting style somewhat. Replying to messages. When you press the confirm button, a new line will be added to your reply. Press the cancel button to erase that last line, and press the confirm button again to write a different phrase in its place. Choose the words you want to reply with. Be honest with your choices. Like I said before, I'm having dinner with some old friends. It's surprising. Most of them are already married, and almost half of them have kids. They're all showing off pictures of their families, and it makes me feel left out. Maybe it's time for us to get out of our comfort zone, too. Let me check this. The manual only has the ages for Vincent, Catherine, and Catherine. This Catherine, with a K, is also 32 years old. No, it's not playing the full text sound effect. You're overthinking it. Sorry, can't think right now. That sound effect's really gonna be messed up for like the playthrough? I actually really like that sound effect. Maybe we should talk about this. We don't need to constantly compare ourselves to others. Maybe we should talk about this. We don't need to be constantly comparing ourselves to others. Okay. Didn't expect that. It's really fun, and like it gets remarkably better the further you get in, because there's more things that you can kind of reply to.
Vincent's inner ideas immediately be shown. Vincent's words and actions will affect the story. Remember it.
Bringing up her parents out of the blue? Still
I like her. It's late.
Hi, excuse me. Mind if I sit here?
Despite not being a Persona game, you can very much tell it is still very much made by the Persona devs.
Ah, it's you. What are you waiting for?
Hi again, Yuri. Oh. That's like at 15 frames a second? What is that?
Where am I? Last night's dream? Again? What the hell? I was at the bar and this girl came in and then... Damn, I can't remember.
Okay.
What's going on?
So I have to explain this while I'm climbing. I will explain the different blocks and stuff later.
You the new guy from last night?
Yes.
Voice. You're that guy from yesterday.
Listen, watch out for the cracked blocks. They'll break after you step on them.
Crack blocks you can step on 3 times total.
There are several types of blocks, such as cracked blocks and heavy blocks. Whenever you see a new block, proceed with caution.
I do not know what was going on with Atlas around this time, but the audio mixing for this game is really bad. So, hang from blocks.
If there's nothing to stand on when you pull a block, if you try to move to a space from there, you can move around.
This is not full body. Thankfully, I've not played full body, so I don't need to worry about figuring out how to do that.
Right, I got it.
You're going to see a lot of muscle memory come in, so I'm going to be able to do stuff without actually properly explaining it, or the game anticipating me to know how to do certain techniques yet.
You might find an easy path up.
Use the right stick. If you're stuck, take a look around before moving.
I do not know. I'm also going to be playing in a very specific way so I can maintain my combos. I basically constantly try to have my combos... I can push multiple blocks at once. I basically always try to finish a night with a full combo. Checkpoints, because I'm going to go for full combos anyway, that means that those aren't really going to matter. 1, push, push. 2, 3. We're good. So I was barely able to explain anything during that. Point being, I'm not going to be talking to everybody, but I'm going to talk to characters that I remember being most important, having something to say, or are related to something later on. The game doesn't exactly have social links, but there are still people that you can kind of help while talking to throughout the rest of the game. That includes talking to them both during the nightmare and during the daytime segments. And that becomes necessary because if you don't talk to them during certain times at night, they will die and not make it to the day tomorrow.
Who are you? A sheep?
Do I look like a sheep? You're the sheep. Everybody here's a sheep but me.
Recognize that voice. Who are you? Where the hell is this place?
Wish I knew. One thing's for certain, though.
Oh, that's real low.
Run. We're going to be killed.
Killed?
I didn't even turn it down that much.
Once, it's all over. You'll keep coming back every night.
Every night? You're kidding me.
We all have the same fate here. If you don't want to die, you've got to climb.
So if I climb, I'll be saved?
There's no guarantee. But take a look at that. See that bell? It's like a church or something.
Church?
If we can reach the top, there may be a way to escape.
So there is a way out.
Like I said, there's no guarantee. But we've got to believe. Keeps us sane. Those who panic die first.
Quit with all the dying stuff. I'll do whatever you say. Just help me.
Look, from here on out, I'm afraid you're on your own. I'm going now.
No, wait.
You hurry too.
Hey! You can't be serious.
On the landings, you can
Save your progress and talk to other shapes. Yep. So, oh. That, was not meant to be there. Yeah, it was only down to 8. Ugh. This might be a lot more rough than I expected. Generally, there'll be some here to talk to. These two, specifically.
Next time. Maybe this will be useful. Maybe this. You want me to teach you the technique I found?
Let's do it.
All right. Remember, this is my technique.
So,
to explain the pyramid.
these are also be good for my own personal reminder.
Pull out the same number of blocks as the number of
Number you
steps
intend to climb up.
You'll have the support you need to reach higher and higher, like a pyramid.
Yeah, very basic general strat. For these two specifically, also talking to them and sharing techniques is important. It is mandatory to keep them alive because their techniques help the techniques help keep them alive so that they can continue their story as well. There are some other characters that are kind of connected to that, other times not really. All that matters is that you talk to them.
Consider using this one too.
Allow me to explain
The slider.
Pull out 2 blocks vertically, then slide the bottom one over. Remember this basic action, which utilizes the properties of edges. Since edges connect, you can make a stairway, even in tight spots.
That's probably going to be the technique I use the most in the game.
Genius. How was that? Bet you didn't know.
That one and the spiral staircase.
Well, anyway, what I want to say is this. If you're relying on luck to keep you alive, it's all over. I know. My reporter's instincts are telling me this dangerous form of free climbing has some techniques hidden within it.
There are many techniques to discover. I guess the key is to find as many as we can.
All right. If you find anything, you tell me, okay? That's an order. I'll have to use that next time.
Those two are the only ones that are important.
Everyone dies eventually. Dying sooner at least saves you some pain, right?
Where am I? What's with all these damn sheep? That's all I want to know. Can you tell me anything? They told me to go up. But what's up there? Give me a break. Is there someone in there? Can't see through that window.
I believe this first one is always fixed as well.
There's someone in there, right?
Why don't you take a seat?
The confessionals are my favorite part of the game.
Who are you?
This is the world of nightmares.
I did not think this fully through.
What? Are you ridiculous?
But before I kill you, I want to determine your life's worth. So, I'll have you answer my question.
Damn it, what is this?
Question 1. Is marriage the
The point where life begins or ends.
Pull the rope with the answer that best matches your true feelings.
Which one?
I am not gonna go for anything specific.
I guess everybody's different.
Hey, who are you? Are you doing all this?
No, I merely watch over the ship. Someone else dropped you here. Someone in the real world wanted you to be dropped here and wanted you to die. It's someone you know. If you want the truth, you'll have to survive. But since you seek survival, I will take you to the next trial.
So yes, Catherine was not only Atlus's first HD game, because this was the first game that they released on the 7th gen consoles before Arena even came out. You can see a lot of the test. Oh, the game's gonna be full of that, huh? Yeah, so... Yes. Get the hang of this!
Sorry, man, but I'm not going to die helping you. I've got to climb too. Oh yeah, as you climb, you'll run into strange items.
Strange items?
You can pick up items.
So there are items that you can pick up by running over them, and then you can use them, and they all have different abilities.
But you should hang on to one.
You can only hold on to one at a time. I believe Full Body's tournament mode changes that so you can hold 2?
Hey, about those coins. Yeah, what are these? I don't really know, but if you're looking to collect a lot...
Your score is measured as you climb up. Use
Yeah,
these scores.
these don't really matter. They're just kind of skill modifiers. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to do that. This is gonna be bad.
A little more.
If you are crushed by a block, the game will end.
Yeah,
Jump for wobbling block.
if you're crushed by a falling block, you will die. So move that over. Move here. Spiral.
I've seen others here and there.
You mean the other guys climbing with me? They're in my way!
They're all trying to climb, like you. This is a dog-eat-dog world. There's no time for courtesy.
So these are roaming
No
threats.
matter what pops up, stay calm and keep climbing.
Two creatures cannot stand on a block at the same time. Sometimes sheep will get in your way as they try and climb on top. Move the sheep out of your way. Move up against him and shove him.
Right, I got it.
That's not typically too bad of a thing that happens. It doesn't happen all too often. These are going to be slow blocks, which means they take longer to pull out and move. Ideally, if you're going for combos, you don't really want to mess with them. But they do have their uses.
Still alive and kicking.
The hell is this place? How high does this damn thing go?
I don't know. I wish I did.
The map on the left side of the screen shows you how far you are from the goal. Stages vary in length, so be mindful of your progress.
Yes, they are very serious about that. So yes, there's a lot of P5's very early DNA in this. One of the very kind of clear early examples is Vincent's hair. Vincent's hairstyle is very, very, very much similar to Ren's or Akira. You saw You could see Vincent in P3P Escapade. He is hanging out by the bar underneath where you would hang out with the monk. I don't remember specifically when you need to go to see him, but he is there. He shows up first there. He doesn't really say anything. He's just like the only other character in the game that has a unique sprite.
It's you. Looks like you're still
He's like the only random NPC in the game that has a unique sprite.
You're safe too. Barely. Still. How many people died trying to come here?
People? You don't...
Listen. Here, you see everybody else as sheep. But all these sheep, they're really human. There's got to be some reason why we were all brought here.
What reason could there be? Why do we have to suffer like this?
Who knows? But I do have an idea.
An idea?
An idea?
Let's stop the speculation. It's just going to confuse us more. We should think of what to do next. I'm hearing rumors of something big coming soon. You be careful now.
Something big?
Still, you're really getting the hang of things. There's nothing more I can teach you.
Can't be true. Come on, you gotta have something you can tell me.
If we're lucky, we'll meet again.
Hey,
Wait! Great.
While on landings, you can learn techniques to help you climb higher. Crawling around blindly won't help you escape. There is valuable information to be found, and you can...
Valuable information to be found. You can only learn from those two. Also, whatever items you pick up. Whatever items you pick up, you can see are to my right. You'll have them on the landings as well. You'll carry them through landings.
Tell me something.
Let me show you another.
Allow me to explain
Suspending.
This technique gives you more room to push a block off a ledge. As long as the edges connect, the block will...
How's that? I'm a regular blockologist. Huh. That's a good start.
Allow me to explain.
Pull back.
If you climb up and find yourself stuck, try pulling a block and backing down.
What happened?
By creating a stairway as you go down, you will be able to go higher than you could before.
The game is fine. I don't know why.
That's crazy. You knew that?
Yeah, I knew.
Anyway, what I'm getting at is, this kind of stuff has to become second nature to
Why is this cursed?
It's the truth. Just techniques, huh?
Okay, you find any new moves, you come straight to me. This is coming from the executive manager.
Why is this cursed? What if... What happens if I change this to... I'm gonna be honest, I'm doing my best. I don't know why it's doing this. Yeah. Funny thing about that, that was that was partly related to something else entirely. That was a flashbang. That was a really bright light screen. Let me check. Okay, we're gonna throw everything in the kitchen sink at this. Do not capture any overlays. You know what? Sometimes the simple solution is the right one. Was the right one.
Enjoy. Continue the story from where you left off.
At the very least, it was there. At the very least, it was there. Dante's Divine Comedy. Okay. Oh, the coins do have a use. I just never actually used them.
Oh, you're new here, am I right?
Well, I never really had a reason to use them.
You may have seen them lying around while you're climbing. I'll trade you useful items for them.
Would you rather have coins than an item?
I'm a numismatist. I love money. Nothing in life money can't buy. I've got a plaque with that on it in my office. No matter what world you're in, as long as you've got money, you can do anything. These gold coins are symbols, symbolizing money. And if that's the case, then I can save myself if I have enough of it. That's my theory.
Oh, so you don't
Remember
know?
that theory.
If you are still having trouble getting through a stage, you can buy items with coins. If you are already carrying an item, it will be replaced if you buy a new one. Be careful.
So this is the core reason why I never really bought any more items.
Makes it more difficult to earn the gold prize.
That too.
If you want an item, pony up some coin. Tonight's product.
The white cube creates.
That'd be nice. It seems you're already.
Okay. Yeah, so whatever he is selling, you can first see it on the table, so you don't even need to talk to him. Buying items reduce your chances of getting gold trophies, which you want to use, which you want anyway, because that'll help you get Babel stuff. If you don't care about Babel, then you can kind of just get them as much as you want. The specific reason why I'm also bringing up why I'm not talking to everyone or doing everything every time that I come to a floor, every time you come up here, there's different sheep or different things, each with their own unique thing to talk to. When there's a pink background,
It's that sheep again. I gotta play dead. I'm not a sheep. All the sheep here are really human. Really? What? Really? I just pushed 2 sheep a little while ago.
pink means that there's something new to talk about. Once it's all cleared out like that, then it means it's done. Also, looking back and seeing that, that's you can really tell that this was a test bed for Catherine. Not Catherine, for Persona. There's a lot of DNA between this and Persona, which is like already pretty obvious, but let me do this and then I can give you the timeline.
You'll be answering another of my questions.
I've had enough of this.
A man's worth can't be measured by a single question.
This is the second question. Is it okay to live with your partner without ever intending to marry her?
Which one? This one? Damn, I don't know.
Without ever intending to.
Which one?
If it's openly discussed.
You've made your selection. I knew it! I'll answer your question this time. Little lost lamb, this entire place is an immense sanctuary. There are 8 floors. This is the second night, and only the second floor.
Wait, does that mean there's an end to this? If I can get to the end, I don't have to die?
Don't get your hopes up. You'll never be able to reach the pinnacle. Anyway, listen. I hear the sounds of your night terrors approaching. Are you ready?
I don't like that laugh. So what the hell's going on here?
This game has boss fights. Interesting. I should say, the only question that is guaranteed, aside from certain ones later, everything past the first confessional questions are completely, they're from a set list that you can get at different times. So each floor has a set of different questions that you can get. You're not guaranteed to get them all, but there are certain ones that you don't get until later. Or certain ones that don't have the chance of showing up until later, but there can be certain ones from before that you've missed that could come back.
What is this? Catherine?
The Fist of Grudge. It's the killer. It's the killer. Do not die. Bell turns any blocks nearby it into normal. Each boss has a unique... I didn't mean to do that. I'm also exclusively playing with the D-pad, by the way, just because it is the only one really useful. That forcefully changes all the blocks into heavy, which isn't bad as long as you pre-plan and know what you're doing. You can kind of anticipate it. 1, 2, 3. She's getting faster. I didn't want that. I'll make do. She's doing it again. Okay, she was too low. I completely forgot what I was gonna say. I got distracted. Push, pull, 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 and we're good. When I'm in the bar, I can actually show you a little bit more of like the actual Persona 5 stuff.
Is it gone? I'm saved, right? Yeah!
You know what? I think I'm gonna keep the bloom off for this, because this game can get really bright. Because I remember that being, like, blinding.
Congratulations are in order. Your escape from the prison of despair was perfection indeed.
And that is the first/second night. And... it messed up again. I am not even seeing anything. Oh no, I see something. I see the game crashing. Let us verify real quick. I never recall having any issue like this at all with the game. And it's really funny because usually whenever I download something, I make sure that I'm doing literally nothing else. Like I leave the computer just to download this stuff. When was the last time? No, last time I played this would have been on this computer. Yeah, it would have been on this computer. All 8,801 files successfully validated. So in terms of like a development timeline,
Continue the story from where you left
and because that boss was easy, so it's not bad. I don't think any of the bosses are really bad. There's only 2 to 3 things kind of later on that would suck.
I found this out just now.
Okay, I talked to you, so you're fine. I wonder if I'm gonna get the same question. I don't know if they preload here or not. I don't think they do.
You're here. You'll be.
I've had enough of it.
A man's worth.
This is the second question. Where do you feel the most calm? In a dark, quiet room? Or a bright and noisy room?
Okay, so they change when you're in the confessional. Good to know.
Which one? This one?
So that's your answer. I see. I'll answer your question.
Depending on when I get these, depending on if these crashes continue, and depending on when they happen,
If I can get to the end.
that might have an impact on certain things.
Like that laugh.
I think I should be fine considering some of the other ones. But the possibility of that... Yeah, a lot more like a quiet. The possibility of that is now a non-zero factor. So let me find a timeline of this.
You won't escape.
Because Catherine came out in 2011. Catherine came out 2011. P3P came out 08. I want to be right about this. I want to make sure that I'm right about this. I am faintly remembering if P3... Because P4 had to have come out... P4 had to have come out 07, because P3P came out like a year after that on PSP. But then P3 also came out only a year... No, that's incorrect. I also think I just messed up. I messed up bad. That's why I like the undo button, even if it is a little bit powerful. Okay, this worked. That slight mistake really messed me up. This is gonna be actually kind of difficult if I'm trying to go really fast and talk at the same time. Yeah, that's usually a lot brighter. Like, that's bright to the point where, like, it would be blinding.
I'm safe, right? Yeah.
I also do like the choir music that this game uses. Not necessarily entirely in the soundtrack, but I still like it.
Congratulations, Eleanor. Your escape from the prison of despair was perfection indeed.
I was slightly incorrect. P3P came out 2009. Happened again. And it crashed again. This is cursed. I do not know what would be causing this. My drivers are up to date. I did have a recent update. It seems to be specifically cutscenes that go from like in-game to 2D, which is a very big problem considering how much that this game does that. Actually, let me check. Let me have my task manager open and see what happens. But I was incorrect. P3P came out 2009. So, P3P came out 2009. This came out 2011. So they at least had a design for Vincent at least around 09. Or at least probably a little bit before then. Let me let that happen. Also, can I do this from here? I don't think I can. So, P3P came out 2009. This came out 2011. That meant that they had the design for Vincent at least like around 09, 08. 1 year before that, Persona 4 came out on the PS2. Persona came out on the PS2 in 2008. P3 came out, I want to say 07? No, that's, no, it would have been like 06. Fez keeps throwing me off. Yep, P3 came out. Yes. Okay, that's what also threw me off because of the regional differences.
Enjoy our story by taking control.
Oh yeah, because that was.
And leading him to freedom.
Yeah, that was during the really fun time where like Atlas localization would take over a year. Yay. What a time. Yeah, so base P3 came out in 2006 in Japan. However, it came out in 2007 in North America. P3 Fez. P3 Fez came out in 07 in Japan, and then 08 in America. That's why I'm so messed up about the years. Persona 4 came out in the middle of 08 in Japan, and then at the end of 08 for NA. Like, that was such an annoying time.
You're here. You'll be answering a man's word.
This is the second
Please don't be
question.
into the different question.
Is it okay to live with your partner?
Okay. Yes.
You've made your. I'll answer your question. This. Wait, if I don't any.
So, what becomes very important is figuring out if I can pause during that cutscene, because if I can at least skip. But I don't want to skip that cutscene because that is one of my favorite. I think it is like my favorite cutscene in the game. It is one of my favorite cutscenes in the game. You know what might be the problem? Let me.
You won't.
This is going to be complete assumption. Because I turned that off because I wanted to see if it would, if that was the issue with the video thing before. So yeah, that's why I was mixed up about the dates, because technically I was right, but I was also off by a year because the Atlas localizations would take about a year. It was really, really fun being an Atlas fan during that time, because it meant that you also had to wait. It meant that if you cared about the game, you would have to, like, bury your head in the sand, because other people that cared about the game would care enough to, like, try to play it in JP, or at least find it in JP. Or at least look up stuff in JP about it. P5 was really bad about that. That's an edge. But then this came out in like 2011. Yeah, this came out 2011. I remember hearing about it in 2010. And Golden came out 2012 on Vita. Alright, time to check. Golden came out 2012 on Vita, but then Arena also came out, and Q1 also came out around that time. Hey, it was the VSync issue. Cool, or not, never mind. We're gonna get through this. I'm gonna fight tooth and nail to get through this. I love that cutscene. I want to see it tonight. We will adjust every single setting to make sure that I can see that cutscene. First off, let's start. I can only assume it would be one of these.
Enjoy our...
I was wondering why he wasn't speaking. Oh, also. Should be pretty... it's obvious to limit to 30 FPS. That's what the VSync, I assume, is supposed to help with.
From where you left off.
Also, this voice.
Take on the trials once you're adept at the game. Choose from the various stages of the Golden Playhouse and have a competitive climb-off. Change various settings in the game, such as controller vibrations and how to control the camera. Enjoy our story by taking control of our tormented main character and leading him to freedom.
That is Sojiro's voice actor. Oh, I could probably do that in the graphical settings, actually. Well, at least not like in the ones here. Let me check. That I can do this. So yeah, that's Sojiro's voice actor. This came out 2011. Golden came out 2012. First Arena came out 2012. Ultimax came out 2014. Your monitor's FPS, not 30. I don't think I actually ever had to touch this in here. Um, Ultimax. Ultimax had to be 2014. Ah. Japan, Arcade, 2013. Japan, PS3 360, August 28th, 2014. North America, PS3 360, September 30th, 2014. So I was right. 2012 was such a big year for Persona 4. Jeez. Why are you not showing me Catherine? We're gonna have to go and add it then. Yeah, so these games kind of just like all were like coming out back to back to back, and then the P5 trailer, the original P5 trailer, the You Are a Slave, You Want Emancipation. Yep, and I see it. That one came out, I think that P5 trailer came out 2014. That was at the end of a concert. Ah, here it is. I'm going to double check that I hit it. Da 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 da. 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 Da da da. Okay, that should be good. I might. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight the boss again if I just have to do that again. But I will have this open. That is a crash on startup. Oh. Oh. Half of this goddamn stream is just gonna be tech issues. No. No. I'll just use the stupid slider. No. I don't want to eat the stupid thing. We will try this. Alright, attempt 2. Don't you dare. I haven't even gotten to show off the teddy that's at the bar. Yeah, no, I don't, Let's throw... You know what? Let's just throw stuff at the wall. Because it's specifically the cutscenes. Yes. Alright, let's wing it. This is the only time I've had, like, really this big of an issue with this, or, like, a PC port, really. Like, I've been remarkably lucky, just, like, consistently when it comes to having smooth experiences with PC ports, typically. Even the... Oh. Even a Nier Automata port. I played that on Steam with the controller, and I had no issues with that at launch, and I remember hearing a lot of people complain about that.
This is the second.
I played that on a laptop,
If
too.
you had to lead a life that was short, but full of experience, or long, but dull, which would you choose?
Which one?
You've made your selection. I knew it! I'll answer your question this time.
The closest I got to that was getting an M.2 for, Alan Wake.
This is the second... Wait. Anyway...
But that was its own case, because that was kind of like... Well, no. You can say it's necessary for, like, a bunch of other stuff. I remember my computer did not like Frostpunk when I first played it. My game, yeah, it didn't like Frostpunk, and I couldn't tell if that was because I was playing it either during the middle of summer, or that was like a GPU thing. My computer eventually got used to it, so I figured it was kind of like it has to get through the hard part first. Not that Alan Wake, the second one. You were talking about Throwville. Uh-oh. Push? Oh, we're about to find out that Bloom actually, got saved. Oh no, it definitely did. That item is glowing. Take responsibility. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, you can see way more of like a noticeable spotlight on Vincent now. I shouldn't have done that. One, two, control demolition. Or not. Alright, this one might be able to flashbang though. Okay, yeah, no, that is definitely, how I was looking before. This game really likes its holy light. Alright, now for the real test.
From the prison of despair was perfection indeed.
Have to make it past the clock. We got to the background ambience, so we did not get to the clock. I don't think we're getting to the clock. We are not getting to the clock. You have the early morning ambience playing before the sound effect, before like anything else? It's not bad ambience, though. It is bad that I can't play my goddamn game, though. Oh. Not responding. I think it is distinctly an issue when it is trying to load those animated cutscenes. Also, for complete context, I have no access to that screen. So that was on Restore. What if... I'm gonna try something weird. What's in the extras? Oh, wait, what? Wait, why are there wallpapers in here? What? Did I just never know about these? There's an OST sampler in here. Host Planet Suite. Wow. Beethoven's Symphony No. 5 in C minor. Fate Third Movement. Bach Little fugue in G minor. Symphony for the New World, first movement, third movement. These are all the classical music. Chopin. There's 2 Chopins. Oh, there's even... I don't know why you have the cover for classic in there. But yeah, there's mobile wallpapers in here, desktop wallpapers, and then avatars. Huh. Just didn't tell me. It was... okay. That wasn't what I came in here for. We will run you in this and hope for the best. So the one time I'm an impulse purchaser, then that becomes a problem. I see how it is.
Enjoy.
That's not even a joke. I very much did kind of like impulse buy this when I heard that it was up, because I wanted to play it again. And then I wanted to keep it. It's not even like I don't have my 360 copy. I just never... No, there's different issues why I haven't really plugged in or tried to use my not PS3, 360 in a while.
If the one you loved confessed to a sexual habit that you found absolutely unacceptable, what would you do?
Which one? This one?
I thought this one didn't show up until later.
Damn it, I don't know. Which one? This one? Damn it, I don't know. Which one? This one?
I see. I'll answer your question. This is...
Wait, if I can...
Don't get... Anyway...
That's a blue answer? At least that one seemed to be a little bit more split.
You won't escape.
Okay, I have an assumption as to what the issue might be if this solution didn't work. I thought that one didn't show up until, like, the torture chamber. One funny thing about some of the bosses is that if you're too fast, it severely limits their ability to even use their ability that would hamper you. Because usually she uses that ability a lot closer to the bottom floor. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Please. I'm also doing this really fast, so it might be a little bit difficult to see sometimes, but you do have to turn before being able to grab. Like, I'm turning and then grabbing almost immediately after, but orientation is very important. I've just been playing this game for a long time.
Don't you run!
Okay, we're gonna watch this and see what happens. And my controller is stuck vibrating. Oh no, it's done.
Congratulations are in order.
Okay, so we're gonna watch.
Your escape from the prison of despair was perfection indeed.
No shot, that worked. We are so back. But there's a second test right after this.
Marriage is just a tradition, right? Seriously.
That was the cost that was worth it. So, I need to explain. So, okay, I think I understand what the problem is. So now we're going to keep the compatibility on. So I have this in compatibility mode. However, that crashed very specifically when I tried to take that screenshot. Because that is like, the start of that cutscene is one of my favorite parts of the entire game. I really like Catherine as a character, Catherine with a C. And I really adore that cutscene, so if I was gonna take a screenshot during that anyway, and it was gonna be horrible, might as well get it out of the way. But at least
You're here.
we might be on the path to success.
You put your job first as a priority in your...
So that's your answer. I see. Oh, this is.
Wait, if I can get...
Don't get anyway.
You can tell which ones I am very much more readily able or happy to do a snap answer to than others. Some are easier than others.
The fists of grudge have appeared.
It is the killer. Do not die. Two, one, two, one. I messed this one up. Undo is incredibly powerful in this game. That's why the hard mode only gives you like 5. But like in easy and normal you can undo basically as much as you want. Up until like, I think the actual limit's like 10 or something. I think the actual limit's 10, but for easy, I think you can basically undo all the way until the bottom. Until basically like restarting? Or I'm thinking of a later stage where I use that a lot early. This is good for like helping me get back to... Should not have done that, again. This is helping me kind of at least get back into the flow of things. As dangerous and repetitive that this might be. Okay, test 2. First time through is a fluke, second time is the solution. It also just means that I can't take any screenshots, which means I'm gonna have to do it during my own time.
Your escape from the prison of despair was perfection indeed.
Nope, first time was a fluke. So then what happened the first time that made that work? Because it clearly wasn't a compatibility mode. What? Let's take that off, do that. I think... So what my running theory is that it has something to do with the other programs that I have running right now.
Enjoy.
That is my assumption. Genuinely, that is the only assumption that I can make that would make sense, considering that I've kind of exhausted as many choices as I could through... Hang on. I clicked one thing. Let's see if that thing works. I have my task manager open and I'm like staring at it. I'd rather deal with this for this stream than have to deal with it every time. Yes. I'd rather deal with this now at the start of all of this rather than have to deal with this later when like deeper into the game. Especially considering how much that I really do want to get through this, I'd rather put up with this now. Before we get to any actual good stuff. I should also finish this before. It's already kind of cold, but it's fine. So I turned off one of the OBS hooks, so let's see how that works. I'm also going remarkably faster considering that I'm only at level 1 drunkenness. Up again. And that was too low for her to really do anything. No, wrong one. Push here. Do not pull there. Oh, you would do that just to ruin my day? Because I need to pull this twice. Please. Okay. Second time's the charm. I'm also getting a slight variance in my score consistently.
Your escape from the prison of despair was perfection indeed.
So if it goes through, I'm not going to screenshot. I will let the cutscene play. And hope that the 3 after that don't also cause it to crash. Okay, it is certainly something in OBS. It's certainly something in OBS, and I'm almost certain of it, because every time that the game hiccups like that, which would cause it to pause, there's also an issue in OBS. So, let's see what is going on. Is it because I had that on? The hardest part of this troubleshooting process is the fact that, like, I have... Okay. I turned off the frame limit capture. That seems to have been a bad idea. Okay, that's why they call it troubleshooting. So we're gonna keep that on. I do not remember if hook rate going slower or faster is better. What if we change it to... Because this qualifies now as full screen, right? The game did not like that. Okay, so very specifically, it is OBS in some way. Because only in a minute that OBS started capturing the screen did the screen freeze like this. That's really bizarre. I've never ran into this before. The drink ones I can come up somewhat recognize. Ew, that was weird. So it is distinctly something in OBS. What it is interesting, considering that I can't capture full screen was not good. So, this is really interesting. What if... I wonder if this would help. It did not. Test again. That one also did not. This is getting worse. This is a really unique problem. I've never run into this before. What if... Okay, let's do... So let's... Not what I wanted. That could have been a lot worse. I'm actually a little bit at a loss. Let me... Capture specific window, because full screen didn't work before. Wonder if I can get it to... The issue distinctly happens whenever OBS starts capturing. I wonder why it does that. Because it only causes the video... It only causes a video issue too. It doesn't stop the audio from playing, but it does cause my entire screen to lock. What if... Okay, we're gonna try... We're gonna try not having that there for a bit.
Enjoy our story.
So that's fine. Okay.
Character.
Right. That also was really bright, just when I was doing that. Can I remove that?
Choose from. Take on the.
OBS did not seem to like that.
Choose from the.
That specific window. I don't like the black bars. Let's see. Don't capture that. Only capture that. You go behind me.
Enjoy.
I do not like the black outline, but we will see how this works.
A man's worth can't be measured by a single question.
Nick, honestly, are romance and marriage just annoyances to think about?
Is romance annoying?
I see. I'll answer you. This is.
Wait, if I
Don't get any.
I'm a little bit too helpless to give up on romance. Most will be. I'm really hoping that this works.
The fists of grudge have a clue. It's the killer, not God.
Like, I'm annoyed by the black bars, but I'll accept it if it means that I can actually play the game. Or at least, like, get through the game and actually show it off. Perfect. So that means that that doesn't impact me at all. I have to move these to the side. Slow pull. Two. One. Alright. Third test is only the third test. We have not been here for an hour.
Congratulations are in order. Your escape from the prison of despair was perfection indeed.
I beg of thee, please. Okay, no issue. I'm not gonna attempt it with a screenshot. I will let my favorite cutscene just play.
Marriage is just a tradition, right? Seriously, who wants to be tied down? As long as two people are together, it's okay, right? It's supposed to be free, don't you think?
kind of surprising.
Hmm?
You know how it is with most girls. As soon as they're adults, all they can think about is tying the knot, right? But there are girls like you out there. Never knew.
Oh, it's not that strange, is it? Men aren't the only ones who fear being chained down.
I'll remember that.
Thank goodness.
Huh?
We think alike.
Oh!
What is it? What is it? Huh?
Whoa! You all right?
Yeah, thank you. You're so kind.
I was... sorry. Well, I have to work tomorrow, so
I need to get home. Oh, I had fun tonight. Oh.
You must like what you see.
I'm not staring.
You're a bad liar. You taste like smoke, but I don't mind.
You don't say. Holy shit. Oh man, this is not good.
What isn't good?
Well, you know, hooking up after we just met. Jeez, what the hell am I saying?
Is this gonna be a problem?
So, okay, I cheated on Catherine. This is bad. This is really, really bad. But I didn't make a move. She forced herself on me. Oh, fuck, man. I drank way too much.
Would you mind not staring at me like that? It's kind of creepy.
Sorry.
Listen, I don't want you to get the wrong idea, okay? I don't just sleep around. I came here because I like you.
Welcome, Mako.
So, how do you feel about me?
Huh? Oh, wow.
You somehow missed the
explain it.
hour of
Odd? You see, this is my first time. Oh wow, I can't believe it. And I am really
screwing this up right now.
So then, it was love at first sight?
Huh? What? I'm sorry. I'm really...
You said you have to work, right?
Work?
I guess.
Sorry, I gotta go now. I have a dentist appointment now.
Dentist?
Yeah, dentists get angry if you're late, too. Well, I wanted to stay with you a little longer. I guess they'll have to wait until next time. Okay, see you soon!
Hey, wait! I'm actually dating someone already. This is a mistake. A mistake. It's gotta be a mistake.
It was an hour of progress because we now figured out a solution so that we don't have to worry about it for the rest of the game. Here is Orlando.
You know what? It just hit me. You know how they say every guy has three hot streaks with the ladies in his life? This is your third.
Hot streaks? When the hell were the other two?
When we were kids, you're the most popular with the girls.
I don't remember that.
The second time you were in the zone was when you started dating Catherine. Although, that's over if she finds out about this.
Crap, man. She's probably gonna kill me.
That's what you're all scared about. As long as she doesn't find out, you're safe, right? Just act like it never happened.
Not like you.
Like you, I can't just ignore this.
Well then, why not switch it up? That way you won't hear any more marriage talk, right? All that stuff about soulmates and eternal love is bullshit. Married life sucks, man. You really want to go through the same shit I have?
I'm not like you. I don't want to sleep around. I just want life to stay the same.
What am I gonna do? I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
If you're gonna whine, you shouldn't have done it, dumbass.
Well, no shit. I wish I could just live all carefree like you.
Don't you realize there's nothing you can do, you schmuck? No matter how good you are to a woman, you never know if she'll stab you in the back. Well, if you're gonna ditch the new girl, hook me up. She's cute, right? You got a picture of her?
Nice. No, I don't have her pick. She's not your type anyway.
Come on, how do you know that?
Because she's my type. Oh.
I'm so fucked.
Who cares?
Come on, if you fall and die in the dream, you'll die in real life. My friend's boyfriend almost died. Isn't that scary?
Huh? How do you know? Were you able to see his dream?
Hey, look so hot?
I guess I didn't really get much sleep last night.
Obviously.
Anyway, you're way too freaked out over a one-night stand. Hey, you paying attention? Listen, man.
This should be Stray Sheet.
Huh. I never saw the girl.
Yes, Orlando is his coworker.
Really? I figured one of you guys told her to sit with me.
If this girl was cute, you'd definitely remember.
You know, I gotta say, because of you, jerk, I never get a chance to date anyone.
If I was a ladies' man, I wouldn't be here every night with you guys. Anyway, you dig the older chicks, don't you?
Yeah, I want a woman who's, you know, mature, stern, has a nice pair of heels.
Whoa, man. I like that creepy guy in horror movies who tries too hard to be
I forgot he says that here.
Shut up! I'm not like that. What's wrong with, you know, having some adult fun with someone older than I am?
So, did I hear someone call for me?
Oh, hey, Erica!
I've got a nice pair of stiletto heels I know how to use.
Whoa, Erica.
Okay, enough of that. So have you guys heard about the woman's wrath? They say it targets cheating men and kills them. Or not.
Which is it?
Wait, what? What exactly is this woman's wrath?
Oh, you don't need to worry about it. You only care about your girl, Vincent.
Oh, what are you talking about? This guy
totally needs to know.
Cheating is pathetic.
I agree with Toby. Pathetic.
Who are you calling pathetic?
Shut up and eat your peanuts.
Huh? What? You're cheating. Weren't you talking about marriage?
Why don't you say it louder? Seriously, stop yelling about cheating and shit. I think someone on Mars didn't quite hear you.
Oh, that's low, Vincent. Lowest of the low.
Don't call me that. Now you know. Just leave me alone.
Well, come on, tell me about this girl.
God.
Apparently, she's destiny level cute.
Cut that shit out.
Are you kidding? Finding your soulmate.
She is really cute, though.
Totally jealous.
You jackasses better not mention this to anyone outside the bar. I am serious.
There's a lot of really fun camera work in this.
Say, have you heard? It seems that Boss was a bit of a player back in the day and broke more than his share of hearts. You see how he's wearing those tacky sunglasses indoors? They say he's using those to hide his face.
Yeah, right.
Coming right up!
You're in trouble, right? Maybe you should invest in some shades.
Ha ha ha. Shut up. I'm done fooling around.
And now we've made it to the real gameplay hook.
To get up from your seat and walk around the bar, if you press start to open the menu, you can see hints on how to spend your time at the bar. You can change the difficulty of the nightmare stages from the config screen.
So, there's a lot that you can actually do here, aside from saving. This is just a priority. So, you actually do have to be a little bit careful about what you do and how you spend your time. Certain actions will push the game forward. I don't know what's going on with my stick. Certain actions will push the game forward. Talking to people in the bar will push the game forward. Drinking will push the game forward slightly. Going to the bathroom will push the game forward. There's all sorts of different things that you can do. Each one will slightly advance the game, like a little bit. Talking to these guys isn't super important. They do sometimes have fun stuff to talk about. These two are interesting for very fun reasons. There's Erica. There is a convenient little plushie right here. Hey. And if you look a little bit in the upper right, in the back there, that's a very familiar skull symbol. Yeah, his slow walk does hand in pocket.
Use the jukebox to change the background songs. Try doing lots of challenging things to earn them.
Yeah, this is a jukebox that plays more and more music. The more achievements you get. Most of them are naturally from Catherine. I think those are the only ones you have at the start. After a couple achievements, you get I think I used Backside at TV a lot just because I liked it. Soul Phrase, the intro for the P3P. They even have Wiping All Out. They also have songs from Digital Devil Summoner, Digital Devil Saga, Avatar Tuner 2. Tracks from Nocturne. Don't you know? And there's a couple of other ones that are also locked behind different achievements. And you can set and then walk around. Rapunzel is an arcade game.
Go to the arcade machine to play.
This game support for 4.3. Let me see. I don't think it does. No, because this was their first. Yeah, no, this was their first HD game. I distinctly remember that this was their first HD game.
As the Nightmare stages. However, there is no time limit, but you do have a limited number of moves. If you use up all your moves, you will get a game over. So take your time when solving the puzzle. If you can't beat the Nightmare stage, you might be able to find new skills here. I hear this game is surprisingly deep, too.
Let's do this!
So, Rapunzel. I'll be honest, I never really got too deep into it. I couldn't see it anywhere in the box. Oh, and it does retain your progress. So, yeah, let me go all the way back to, like, 1 and just show how far I can get. Rapunzel, oh Rapunzel, let down your hair. Bring me the threads of silk for 8 nights, 8 times, over 64 in total. Then I can knit a rope ladder and escape this tower. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, I shall help you with all my calls. Wait for me. You can undo up to 9 times, however, the catch for Rapunzel is that you have very limited power. Your power is not your moves, your power is you being able to pull and push blocks. All the blocks here still operate on the same rules. If I remember correctly, the first half of Rapunzel goes up to 100 floors. After that, it goes up to 200. And on top of that, this also has a good and bad ending depending on depending on if you do get, like, the silk and those other different requirements that she asked of you. So this is mainly kind of used as just like a... I wouldn't say like a test or even like really a challenge. It's so much as just kind of like an alternative way of doing the base puzzle gameplay. There's small microcosms of situations that you might run into like later. Whoops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, I messed that one up. Oh well. Rapunzel is fun. It is just also really hard.
Is this the end of the line?
Later on, it genuinely does kind of get pretty difficult. But I've seen a couple of videos of it like go all the way through. Between this and Babel, it really kind of shows how much they were willing to kind of just go at it with one idea. So, him and these two.
When you talk to other customers, they may talk to you about their worries. Encourage them from time to time.
Listen, Archie, you've got to become a better man.
I don't know how you're ranking it, but I'm not desperate to climb the social ladder.
Hi, Johnny and
They're only
Bosch.
acknowledged by their upward mobility. Don't be a tumbleweed. Be like ivy, always climbing.
And let me introduce you. This is Todd, and this is Archie.
Are you on your way home from the office? Or not? You're not wearing a suit.
Suit?
Oh,
I don't have that kind of job.
That's a shame. You're not one of our customers, then.
What do you mean?
We make business suits. Haven't you ever heard of Bantam suits?
Have you heard the jingle? You'll be the cock of the walk in a bantam.
Oh, you're from Catherine's company.
Hey, I think I've heard your voice before.
Huh?
Have we met?
Think of it. I don't remember anything.
Todd's a hard guy to forget. His hair looks like a rooster, doesn't it?
That's enough cockadoodlery out of you.
Oh,
Wow, you're sharp.
So we've at least seen Todd. I don't believe we've seen Archie yet. We have seen the journalist, but because Vincent can't remember the nightmares, Vincent's not going to remember who these people are. But us as the players
I
can.
like my women like I like my blankets, replaced by a maid every morning.
What on earth are you talking about?
I'm not going to acknowledge that.
You will sometimes receive text messages on your phone. Push Y to look at your phone.
As time progresses and you talk to different people, you'll get different texts at different times. Typically, Venus's come in first.
A legend, huh? If it's true.
this customer is a journalist. He seems to be obsessing over a certain legend lately.
A legend? I was originally looking into these suspicious deaths that have been happening lately. I'm Justin, by the way. Have I met you somewhere before?
Come to think of it.
I'm sure I've seen you before. Oh, sorry. We were talking about the legend. Anyway, in my research, I found records indicating that similar cases occurred in 100-year cycles. Many men died last time as well. It's the truth.
Wow. Every 100 years, huh?
I found a strange variation on this legend going around, too.
There's
a man who survives it.
Survives the dreams?
Very, very rarely. There's a man who is cursed but doesn't die. Isn't that interesting? It's said that the survivor is granted one wish. If he wished for eternal youth, he might still be around.
It's like a
magic lamp.
Well, if this is what you're coming up with, you have a wish in mind for yourself?
To live forever? That too typical?
Me? I'd wish for something different.
Like what?
I may wish to change the past. Make someone kill me.
Oh, I wonder what I'd wish for.
You got mail.
We're out drinking again. I came by your apartment today, but you weren't there. I want to talk to you about something, but I'll do it tomorrow. Oh yeah, your place is filthy. I told you you have to empty the trash more often. I took it out this time, but start being more careful, okay? That's all. Good night.
No. Alright.
Have you played that Rapunzel game over there? Some stages are supposed to be impossible, but they're a cinch if you've got technique. I think I'm pretty good at coming up with techniques.
In case you needed any more of a hint as to who they were. I never realized the email was coquettish cat. I'm not, but I'm glad that they gave me the option. Let me talk to these two before they leave. I'll talk after, but I think it's fairly easy to determine who these two might be a template for.
Would you like to speak to Lindsay? Would you like to speak to Martha?
Oh, sorry for staring.
Please sit. Have you ever heard this story before? The man who climbs the highest mountain gets his every wish granted.
What's that?
It said a man climbed that mountain 300 years ago and was given a fortune. It said a man climbed that mountain 700 years ago and was given the world. A man who climbs the mountain now will be given his future to do with as he pleases.
Is this a
Fairy tale or something?
These are true stories. The story of Rapunzel is based on this true story. A prince who was able to climb a very tall tower gained his princess. Now, what will you gain?
Huh?
Will you become the man of legend?
I wonder who they could possibly be. Can I meet you for lunch tomorrow? You don't need to reply to me now. Just meet me at the cafe for lunch. I'll be there. The passage of time. Time passes when you sit down and talk to people in a bar. Customers will come and go while you do this, standing up, drinking, checking your phone, playing the arcade machine, and using your jukebox. Don't make time pass, so nobody will go anywhere while you're doing these things. Remember this. So the only thing that progresses time is when you're actually talking to somebody. Everything else you can drink, you can check your phone, you can play the arcade game, you can use a jukebox. That will not progress time. Only talking to people will.
It's Catherine.
Hello? It's me.
What's wrong? Is it about what you said in your text?
Yeah, I think saying it over the phone would be the same thing.
Okay, so?
Well...
Catherine?
It's okay. I think I should tell you face to face.
Huh?
Come see me tomorrow, okay? Good night.
You can also check the ATM.
Just changed jobs. I don't have any cash. I can't marry her like this. Fuck.
chat with the boys too.
You and Catherine have been together a long time, right? What was it like in the beginning? I just want to know for reference.
It wasn't anything special.
It was at the reunion.
He was giving her dating advice. Then he ended up falling for her himself, right?
He ran to her side in the middle of the night when she was depressed, after all.
Hey, stop that.
Stand-up guy like that turns out to be
a cheater.
Seriously.
That thing about men who cheat being cursed? Apparently, it's related to those mysterious deaths.
You mean, like how Paul died?
Yeah. Word is, this is getting called the woman's wrath.
Sounds like something Erica would like to have.
Hey, Paul's been here a few times, right?
Yeah. He was a classmate of ours back in high school. I ran into him just the other day.
Seriously? How was he?
We just traded greetings, but he looked fine. Maybe I should have paid more attention.
Hey, it's not your fault, man.
Hmm? Yeah, I guess.
I gotta go take a leak.
You got mail.
Hey, is it true Orlando's divorced?
Huh? You didn't know?
He got married while he was pretty young. He lost a lot of money in some scam. His wife left him. He pretends not to mind, but I think it still gets to him sometimes. Even when his wife calls him, he...
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, never mind. We'll talk about it later.
I have to do this just so you can see how this works. 2011.
Shit! Can't look at this in public. Need to check this out somewhere where no one can see.
You seriously okay, man? They say men who cheat get cursed.
Curse? That's so
It's
stupid.
stupid. I can't even laugh at it.
The timing's too good. Still, I can't believe you cheated. But if she's that cute a girl, well, maybe it's a lucky accident, huh?
What am I supposed to do?
Well, good luck keeping it a secret. That or beg for her forgiveness.
This isn't something forgivable.
And then drink.
When you drink, you can raise your intoxication level up to 3 times.
This is my favorite mechanic in the entire game, and I'm not even lying.
How drunk Vincent gets corresponds to how fast he moves that night in his nightmare.
So, while this seems small, it has a very practical... hit my phone. It has a very practical use for not only managing your time in the bar, but also for pre-planning for the other night. So, like the thing said, let's check the phone. Standing up, drinking, checking your phone, playing the arcade machine, and using your jukebox don't make time pass. So there's no reason not to drink.
Shit. Never cheated in my life before.
And each time you do, you'll get a little thought from Vincent. And...
I know this is sudden, but here's some trivia for you, as you seem to have finished your glass. The name Rum and Cola is actually a nickname. Do you know the real name of this drink?
I believe it was called Pico de Gallo.
It's called the Cuba Libre.
No, I'm
The
thinking
rum
of a different
culture
drink.
in this drink represents Cuba.
Pico de Gallo was supposed to be a cocktail feather. I'm thinking of a cocktail that I can get later.
This is a cocktail which mixed the national specialties of Cuba and the United States as a celebration of Cuba's independence. Cuba Libre means free Cuba. It tastes differently when you know the history. And that was the cocktail trivia for tonight.
Empty already? Yo, Erica, I got an order.
Still thirsty there?
Yes. So, now that I finished my rum and cola, now I get the choice of a cocktail, which the rum and cola is, a beer, sake, or whiskey. Since I already had a cocktail, and Vincent tends to like cocktails. Specifically, his favorite seems to be a rum and cola. You basically get to choose between either another cocktail, you won't get a new drink fact, sake, beer, or whiskey. So pick whichever you like. Toby tends to like beer, Orlando tends to like whiskey, and Johnny tends to like sake.
Whiskey.
Sake, please.
I'll take a beer.
Beer.
He also does sometimes take beers, a lot.
Here you go. It's almost closing time, okay? Hey, listen up. Just got some fresh news.
Yeah? Got that curse?
No, even better. There's a witch in town. Can you believe it?
No, there isn't. Get back to work.
Anytime you also finish a drink and have her come by to refill your glass, she will also have some type of dialogue that typically only goes up to the amount of times that you're drinking. So Vincent still has like a little bit of a pep in his step. So let's finish this. You also get different thoughts as Vincent goes through the night.
Cheating, huh? It's not like I can just apologize for it and everything will be fine. Oof. Can I really make Catherine happy?
And 3.
I know this is sudden, but here's some trivia about whiskey, now that you've emptied your glass. Do you know what malt means? It can often be seen on alcohol labels. Malt refers to malted barley, a key ingredient. Yet, if it is labeled as malt whiskey, it must also be Scotch. Single malt means that the malts used come from the same distillery. Malt whiskey can vary wildly in taste, depending on how it's made. So there are many different brands. And that was the trivia for tonight.
Empty already?
You still want a drink?
Once you're at 3, Erica will give you the option to stop if you so wish.
No, I'm cool.
However, if you wish to come back and drink anyway, all you need to do is
already?
press the drink button and then Erica will come by.
You still want a drink?
No.
Typically in a normal run, I just drink everything until I get every single alcohol fact, but I will probably hold off at least for now.
I guess we're done today.
Time will slowly pass each time you sit and talk to people. Have fun with the other bar patrons. Over time, the people and the conversation topics will change. You can go home at any time from the door in the front.
And you can always leave. Martha and Lindsay tend to be the first ones to leave. Now at 3, Vincent has a little bit of a stumble. It doesn't really change how you're walking. And here's the bathroom.
No. Nah.
Coquette cat. And in case if you couldn't tell who that bear was with the giant Kuma name on it right in the bathroom. And whenever you wash your face in a sink, you get a snapshot of the upcoming boss.
What did you see? Tonight you'll visit the torture chamber. Don't forget your boxers.
Huh?
Outgoing mail? They all show you which ones you immediately reply to, and they show you the text that you sent for each one. I should also remember to save.
Still, you're cheating? That's big news. Don't you care about Catherine?
Of course, but I feel like I wasn't even involved with it.
Well, you were. I hate to be so confrontational, but geez. Men who cheat are cursed. If that rumor's real, what are you gonna do?
Nothing, because
Because
it's
it's not real.
Hey, are you going home?
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit tired today.
Well, that sucks. Go home and get some sleep then. Anyway, be careful out there. I don't want to find out that you wound up crashed out in front of your place.
Yeah, I'll be fine. You don't have to tell me. All right, see ya.
It's just, my mother's been calling me up and asking how we're doing.
I don't just sleep around. I came here because I like you.
As nights also go on, there'll be slightly less and less sheep in the further and further cutscenes.
Is the torture chamber, where traitors are put to rest.
And since there's only 2 floors, this one also isn't bad to get through for this right
The
now.
main course of the deadly climb begins here. Trap blocks activate when you step on them. Don't stop on top of them.
Trap blocks. You have to keep moving or else they will send up spikes and kill you.
Damn it. Again?
They're
How long is this gonna go on? It's been every night now.
they're only really a danger if you slow down, but you can generally want to keep moving anyway. And you can see what happens when you don't. The book gets rid of any enemies that are in the way. You can hang to avoid. I don't feel like I should have done that. You can hang to avoid the spikes, and as long as you're not actively currently stepping on them, you will not... You'll be safe. You'll be safe, relatively. Thanks, buddy. You just have to be a little bit careful with these guys. I messed up. No, I messed up. You have to be a little bit careful when the guys are running around, mostly because they can stop you at like a really bad time. And thankfully the first few floors aren't too bad to get through, so you can get through them really quickly. They don't really get too hard until about 5.
It seems you've overcome it. Intriguing.
Also, the prime way to getting like those gold trophies for those gold ratings for the for the clear of the entire thing, you have to do it throughout the entire night, which means each stage you have to get a gold on, which isn't too bad, but can be kind of annoying if you're aiming for it on some of the harder ones.
Hey, you there! The sheep that's just standing around. I'll give you any amount of money you want. Just get me out of here.
I don't know where the hell I am either.
How dare you talk to me like that? You're a sheep. I'm the heir to a big corporation. I'm a VIP. Why am I even bothering talking to a sheep?
Stand up and stop complaining. All we can do is keep climbing.
Shut up! I know!
If I remember correctly, he is actually the one that I had the most trouble consistently getting through. Getting him through to the final night. I should also clarify, these two you mostly just have to kind of talk to, but sometimes during the day you have to get certain correct dialogue choices or else they will not survive.
I got a technique for you.
So even though it's not really a social link system, there's still like social elements, and I actually really... I really like how they kind of carried over that interactive... not interactive, the spider. The spider is just hanging so you can climb around.
You mustn't let your guard down.
I like how they still found a way to kind of keep some of the social link aspects kind of in this, despite not really being a persona.
She's just stabbing your dinner with her fork, man.
Even if it doesn't directly benefit you, aside from these two who tell you about new techniques, they're still...
Tend to have a desire to be controlled by women. It's the truth.
I'm gonna let that speak for itself.
Hello.
It can be somewhat obtuse because you can't really tell if you're giving the right answer or not. Generally, that's why I tend to save at the start of a night or after I get what I feel or what I'm certain are the correct dialogue choices.
We're discussing techniques.
It'll be pretty obvious which ones are like the actual correct ones.
Sure.
Based on, typically based off on their response.
Allow me to explain the bridge.
Also, this is when it gets a little bit difficult.
You must cross a gap.
Since talking to these two about techniques matters for both of them surviving, you have to talk to them both.
Oh, what about this?
Allow me to explain the flying bridge. Using principle, push the same, then...
Wow, I knew it. That's really cool, buddy.
So as long as you talk to them both once, it's not a shared conversation, you'll still get different techniques. I don't know why they kind of did it that way, especially after the first one tricks you into thinking that talking to one will talk to both.
Are you paying attention in the confessional? There's someone in the real world who wants me dead.
I heard. You think of anyone who would do that?
Yeah, I can. A lot of them.
A lot?
But this curse is nothing compared to their. I escaped from hell.
That is everybody talk to. This is also a game that I learned very early on to rotate your saves on, especially if you want to get certain things.
You're here, Lamb.
Why are you doing this? We're climbing up these weird blocks, and the monster from yesterday? What was that?
This is your dream. What appears depends on you, doesn't it? Oh, I can't let you carry your memories of your dream back into the real world. If you were to try anything in reality, it'd be troublesome for my game. Well, now you'll be answering my question.
Shit.
This is the third question. Are all men stupid?
Which one? This one? Damn it, I don't know.
That's your answer. Doesn't matter, really. Your abilities are exceptional. You best work hard. It's not like no one has ever survived.
Really?
Far above this place, on the 8th floor, there's a cathedral. It's said that those who reach that holy pinnacle will have the path of freedom opened unto them. And of course, from this nightmare as well.
So if I climb to the very top,
I'll be saved.
I've said too much. I'll guide you to the next trial.
Cathedral, huh?
Okay, fine. Also, as sheep disappear from the intro cutscenes of the nightmares, more will appear in the picture behind Vincent at the cathedral, at the confessionals.
Some dark blocks may be moved, while others cannot. Look at the various blocks in your way when determining your path.
So now they're gonna start putting in the dark blocks that have faces, which means that you can't really move them.
Those traps again.
A2. Are you ready? Edge.
Alright, I got it.
Lead the way, buddy. I told you to lead the way. That one standing there can get you killed. Mostly because of the fact that if it is standing there, then you can't climb up. So this will be fast. Push. 2. And I can retry from the beginning because I want to keep my combo, because I want those gold ranks. That was an honest mistake because I was too focused on the item that I didn't need. Okay. Typically moving is enough to get them to move, even just slightly, so it's worth it's worth bumping them off, or at least getting close enough to see where they move, or if they move. These spike blocks are also the very reason that I use the D-pad. So don't forget about that one down there. Down, up. Push, pull, up, up. Push, push. Undo also resets your step counter, or at least your step timer, so you can do that to kind of just artificially extend your combo. As far as I'm aware, there's also no real penalty for that, other than the slight safety bonus cost, but if it's really quick, then it's not really that significant.
That is impressive. I admit, you've surprised me.
I'd say before getting a silver. Granted, I also didn't really get a lot of the coins.
It's you. I get the feeling something big's coming.
Sure.
Allow me to start with the...
Allow me to explain the
Swing out.
When you
Ah,
pull a
swing out is the one that I
block,
use a
drop
lot.
in hand, then move to the other side.
Swing out's very useful when there's only 2 blocks and there's one on the far side, or there's one on a wall that you can pull out.
Allow me to explain the toppler. If a stack of blocks is full of holes, pushing the lower blocks is an option. By causing blocks to fall, you may find a path upwards.
That sounds useful.
That one is useful, somewhat dangerous, somewhat a little bit reckless depending on where.
Wall suspension. By using edges, you can connect with blocks forming walls. Blocks make edge connections on all sides. Suspend them from the walls and make new footing.
I see. Buddy, you got moves. If I was a chick, I'd be all over you.
Do you know this way to climb?
Man, night out. There's a hot lady in here. Maybe I'd be doing better.
Even if there was one, she'd be a sheep.
Come on. It's times like this when you need some eye candy to take your mind off things.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Hey,
Have you heard the rumor about true freedom? They say that true freedom awaits you at the top. What is true freedom? Does that mean that even I can be free too? Free from the life I live?
Only gonna find out if you reach the top. Can you stand?
Don't be nice to me. I may push you off one of these days.
Hey, those two over there are talking about how to climb.
Yeah, but why don't you join them? You don't sound very enthusiastic.
It's a pain. Living, dying. It's not cool. Hopefully there's no annoying guys like my boss.
This one has longer horns than the others. I wonder what that means.
Good of you to come this far. Everyone's gonna die. Everyone!
Hey, get a grip. Freak out, you're never
We're
gonna
gonna make it out of here.
I hear there was a great sheep who escaped this place 100 years ago. Does that mean I might be able to get out too?
Not might.
You will.
Right. We'll get out. Those sheep there are talking about climbing techniques. I think I'll join them.
You can see a little bit. There is now one somewhat praising Vincent as he is crucified.
I can't believe you didn't fall to the spike traps. That was fun to watch.
Yep, that didn't happen.
You're different from the other sheep who stop here and wait for morning, afraid, waiting for destiny to save them.
I am built
Put
different.
this off. It'll only make me suffer longer.
This is the fourth question. Do you find yourself buying too much food when you're hungry?
Huh?
Which one?
No, not real. No, I'm very.
So that's how you think. I'll take that as your honest answer.
Hey, did all the other guys in here have the same person drop them in here?
This is not the time to be worrying about the other sheep. Not if you want to survive. Listen, I can hear the voice of the one trying to take your life tonight.
Again?
This one is also a very memorable boss. I almost slipped. Huh. The end of the torture chamber.
This is the final area for tonight. Use the terrain to your advantage and avoid attacks.
Come on, man. What is it this time?
Seriously? Give me a break!
The Immoral Beast.
It's the killer.
Do not die. If I remember correctly, those hearts will reverse my controls. The safest way to deal with them is to hide under blocks. If you're hanging, it will not protect you if the block that you're hanging above, it's weird to describe. Basically, if I'm hanging here, if the block under me is the one that would get hit, I would still get hit. So just hanging doesn't make you safe. You have to be directly under something or just out of its line of, or out of its way. Oh no. Drop.
Alright, I got it. Alright, I got it.
Oh. Uh-oh. Falling on a spike block doesn't give me enough time to move after it. Huh. I don't remember that. Granted, it's not really like you do that a lot in any given scenario. Thank you. Danger, danger, danger. If I remember, there is actually there's an ability in co-op that actually reverses your opponent's controls. It's not super bad, but when you're rushing and when you want to be fast, then it really does become an issue. Bathe in holy light. Easy. Somewhat. Just don't count the 2 times that I died.
Congratulations.
Yeah, Silver.
The torture chamber was not enough to restrain you.
I still got a gold on it before, so that doesn't really matter. What about this night? Okay, it is not a fluke.
Catherine?
Huh?
Catherine?
What is she doing here? I thought I came home alone. Shit. Sorry. Did I say something?
Catherine.
I did?
Well,
It's okay. But it's a bit embarrassing.
It is?
You haven't called me by my name before, have you?
Your name? Catherine?
What is it, Vincent?
Nothing. Are you fucking kidding me?
Hey, are you angry with me? Sorry for coming by out of the blue.
Wait, so she just crashed here? Well, I'm more surprised than angry.
I thought that you'd want to see me, Vincent.
Whoa, hey!
I couldn't keep myself away from you.
You can really see a little bit of on in her, too.
Last night was amazing. It was the first time I've ever done something like that.
What? Whoa, wait. What did I do?
You're gonna make me say it? You're so
Whoa, wait.
cheeky.
Okay, time out. Time out.
You've got 10 seconds.
Okay, look. Why me?
Because I like you. What about you, Vincent? What do you think about me?
I think you're really cute.
That's obvious.
Thanks. What else?
What else?
Am I just cute?
How do I put this? I'm kind of jealous of you. You seem to live however you want.
What do you mean? That's normal, isn't it? Vincent, you can live however you want too. Just so long as you never think of cheating on me.
Cheating? Listen, Catherine. There's something I gotta tell you. Oh,
Come on.
Hey.
You think you look good in those?
Yes?
Yes?
Quit joking around and listen. This is really important.
Sorry.
This month, I'm running really late.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm pregnant. Say something.
Sorry,
So, what are you thinking?
I think one thing I really like looking back at this is that you can really tell how experimental they were trying to be with the camera.
I have to take responsibility, right?
Like, they were having a lot more fun trying to figure out how to just kind of experiment in
Say
this
something.
Of course,
in
I'm
like
happy,
HD.
But
this is great.
so you're happy. That's good to hear.
Because I still don't think that there's a shot like that even in
To be
P5 or
honest, I
Royal.
was a little worried. It's so hard to tell what you're thinking sometimes.
Oh, don't worry about me. I mean, yeah, it's surprising, but it's not like you're sure of anything yet, right?
Well, yeah. Go ahead, answer it.
Okay. Hello?
You have your ringer on in public?
Hello. Thank you for calling.
What are you doing? Hey, I'm in the area. You think we can meet up?
Yeah, that's going to be a little difficult.
Aw, you mean you can't? Where are you right now?
How did she get my number? I gotta hang up or she'll suspect something. What's that? Hello? You're breaking up. Oh.
What was that?
Huh? Just a call from work. Said something about a bug, but it got cut off. You know, the reception isn't very good in the office, but it didn't sound urgent, so...
Not that, your phone. Did you get another one?
Huh? Oh, this. Yeah, the new model came out last week, so...
It hasn't been that long since you got your old one. You could have still used it. Didn't you buy a new computer a little while ago, too? You always throw your money away. You're going to have to watch yourself from now on. You know what I mean, right?
Right. Sorry.
Well, it's okay since you've been working hard. After all, I might have to take maternity leave.
Yeah, you might, huh?
Oh, but I plan to go back to work after having the baby. We'll just have to split up the housework, okay? You can't throw your clothes everywhere anymore.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's a woman's job to get married as soon as possible. It's a man's job to stay single as long as possible. It really ticks me off. I'm gonna curse him to death. Famous words from someone.
So you need to make sure you're saving up. And all your late night drinking isn't cheap, you know. so I'll be handling all our bank accounts.
Oh, goody! You're still serving us? I'll have the summer squash pasta.
Swallow that voice.
Listen to me!
I'm listening. My stomach hurts really bad. So I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Vincent, you've been acting weird today.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine, really.
No, I don't mind being in the smoking section.
Hey, is this the smoking section?
Huh? Well, yeah. You've got to quit smoking too. It's not good for the child.
Then why are you eating in the smoking section?
I'll ask my parents when they'll be available.
It's not like it was the 1970s. This is like around 2010.
Still, if she's pregnant, your life is fucked with a capital F.
It's not fucked yet. I mean, nothing's set in stone.
So, then, what'd you tell her?
Who's the father?
I told her I was happy to hear about it.
It doesn't look like you're happy at all.
This is all getting too much for me, you know?
So you're finally tying the knot. Congrats, Papa. Get ready to kiss your wife's ass for the rest of your natural life. No going out late, no liquor, no smoking, no gambling, no relaxing on weekends because you've got to take care of the kids.
Really?
You say that gambling part like it's a bad
Sounds
thing.
really tiring.
Hey, you guys. Quit filling his head with doom and gloom.
Erica!
Come on, cheer up. Raising a nice, happy family is supposed to be a good thing, right?
A happy family. Never had one of those before. I can't see it.
Yeah, well, you're not the only one.
That's irrelevant. It's just because of the way you two grew up. So, Vincent, what's this weird dream you said you had? We'll listen to you tonight.
Weird dream?
Why are you asking now? I really can't remember it anyway.
You don't?
I was being chased by something. I don't know, it was scary.
Scary.
It sounds common to me.
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah, and you feel like you didn't get any sleep at all that night, right?
Excuse me.
Oh, what are you doing here?
Did you people know the reason you're taught as a child to count sheep so you'll fall asleep is...
Yeah, sheep rhymes with sleep or something.
Ah, sorry.
Hey, boss, another rum and cola, please?
Hey, don't be so rough on the guy. One day we'll all be old farts like him.
Not all of us. Anyway, you're having these weird dreams because you're cheating.
Yeah, I get that, but...
Besides, Catherine might be pregnant, right?
Don't need to remind me of that.
Here you go. Enjoy.
Yeah, set it down and
walk away.
It's about what happens now.
Well, have fun while you still can.
Please.
And I finally made it to where I wanted to be. It only took about like an additional hour and a half of troubleshooting. So now that's saved. Now that I know the solution for actually playing this. New person. That's Spoke Brooks. All the songs you're gonna put for the jukebox, the first one, one of the first ones I get for P3 is Memories of the City? Sure. I can work with this. So that was a bit. It took a while to get to where I actually wanted to, but at least At least this method of capture seems to work well for Catherine. So, I don't need to worry about that. We're streaming this again later. Which is good, because I wanted this to be... I wanted to stream it... I wanted this to be like short... I wanted this to be short anyway. That hour and like a half of troubleshooting was not anticipated. But still. Yeah. I look forward to continuing this beautiful nightmare that is the Golden Playhouse.
Enjoy our story by taking control of our tormented main character and leading him to freedom.
Okay. That food would actually make me a little bit hungry, so I'm gonna go get something to eat. And thank you for spending time with me through all of that. Yeah, no, those questions are gonna... Oh. I still see that with VSync on? That's weird.
Enjoy. Change various settings in the game, such as controller vibration.
That's really
and how to
weird.
Control the camera.
Is it just that one spot? It looks like it's that one spot. Weird. Regardless, thank you for spending time with me. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. I'm gonna keep looking through these, I'm gonna look through this bonus stuff and just... I don't know, maybe I'll get a new wallpaper. Whichever way. Have a wonderful rest.